On the night you finally got the position you had always wanted, you thought you would be too happy to sleep. And yet, for some reason, you found yourself lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. Is this all there is? Even people who achieve success sometimes feel this way. Today, let's talk about where that sense of emptiness comes from. In psychology and self-development, this kind of experience is sometimes called the arrival fallacy. It is the belief that, once I get there, I will finally be happy. The problem is not having goals. It lies in the way our brains process pleasure and satisfaction. The brain's reward system does not simply measure the absolute amount of happiness we feel. What it responds to especially strongly is the difference between what we expected and what actually happened. If you receive an unexpected promotion, your brain may react intensely. But if you have worked toward that promotion for years and already believed it was likely to happen, your brain may treat it as something within the range of expectation. As a result, the joy may feel weaker than you imagined. Ironically, the success you spent the longest time working toward may contain the least surprise for your brain. That is why the moment can sometimes feel less moving than you expected. Another reason has to do with where we place our goals. Once I become a manager, life will get easier. Once I buy this house, I will finally be satisfied. This way of thinking places happiness not in the present moment, but always one step further into the future. Yet the moment you reach that destination, your brain begins searching for the next one. You have only just reached the summit, and already you are looking for another mountain to climb. This is not a sign of weak willpower. It is one of the natural human tendencies to adapt to new circumstances and begin seeking the next goal. When it comes to sustaining happiness, the achievement itself is not the only thing that matters. Being able to share that joy with someone may also play an important role. While pursuing a goal, people can easily become isolated. They sacrifice time with family, delay replying to friends, and eventually reach the top without anyone beside them to celebrate. No matter how beautiful the view may be, it can still feel strangely incomplete when there is no one there to share it with. The solutions are actually quite simple. First, pay attention not only to the destination, but also to the journey. Do not make the moment of achievement your only measure of happiness. Instead, put each small step forward into words and take time to appreciate it. I made a little more progress today than I did yesterday. I can do something now that I could not do before. By noticing these changes, you no longer have to place all of your happiness in a single point somewhere in the future. Second, make a conscious effort to share the moment of achievement with someone. Rather than quietly letting it pass, tell someone you trust. When joy is shared, the experience becomes more than just a result. It becomes a memory that remains part of your life. Feeling empty at the moment of success does not mean that you did something wrong. It may simply be a natural reaction caused by the gap between the joy you expected and the reality you experienced, as well as the brain's tendency to quickly adapt to new circumstances. What matters is not waiting until you reach the summit to notice the emptiness. It is learning to look at the scenery around you while you are still climbing. If this video stayed with you, let me know by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Next time, we will continue exploring the psychological experiences that almost everyone feels but that are rarely put into words.